Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are unpacking the student's compass. Think of this as your field-tested guide to all those invisible marketing forces shaping our daily lives. I mean, every single day, whether you're just scrolling on your phone, walking down the hall at school, or hanging out with friends, you are interacting with this massive, constantly moving world of commerce. But how often do you actually stop to decode it? Well, today, we're taking the mystery right out of the marketplace. The goal here is simple, but honestly, it's pretty transformative. We want to give you the exact tools you need to understand what's happening behind the scenes of your favorite brands, and more importantly, how to use those exact same tools to your own advantage.
So let's just kick things off with a super simple question. What was the absolute last item you bought? And honestly, how did you even know it existed? Seriously, think about it for a sec. Was it a new pair of sneakers, a video game, or maybe just a specific brand of energy drink you grabbed from the vending machine? You didn't just magically decide to buy it out of thin air, right? Somewhere along the line, a message reached you. Maybe it was an influencer seamlessly taking a sip of that exact drink right in the middle of a vlog, making it look incredibly refreshing without ever explicitly telling you to go out and buy it. Someone, somewhere, identified you as a potential customer and crafted a highly specific strategy to get that product in front of your eyes at exactly the right time. Understanding that invisible journey, from the moment a product is created to the exact second you decide to part with your money, is the very first step to mastering the modern economy.
All right, Section 1, the Marketplace Wilderness. Navigating a saturated world. Okay, so delivering marketing fundamentals tailored explicitly for school students. That is a really vital distinction here. We're not talking about dry, boring corporate jargon meant for a bunch of executives in a boardroom. No way. We're unpacking concepts designed for the actual reality you live in every single day. Because, let's be real, the marketplace right now, it's a total wilderness, it is loud, it is incredibly crowded, and it's endlessly saturated with advertisements, influencer sponsorships, and hyper-smart algorithmic recommendations. And just think about how those algorithms work for a minute. Every single second you pause on a video, every image you like, every link you click, it all feeds data into a profile about you. Algorithms use that profile to serve you hyper-targeted content. And as a student, you're actually one of the most highly sought-after demographics on the entire planet. Why? Because brands know that if they can capture your attention and earn your loyalty early on, they might just keep you as a customer for decades. By looking at these fundamentals through a student's perspective, we get a highly relevant lens to filter and actually make sense of this daily bombardment of messaging. Moving right along to Section 2, reading your marketing compass, calibrating your core fundamentals. So, think about what a compass actually does, right? It doesn't walk the trail for you. Instead, it gives you your bearings so you can navigate that difficult terrain yourself. And this framework, it acts exactly the same way. It gives you the essential vocabulary you need to deconstruct how and why marketing actually works. Take a concept like a value proposition. A value proposition isn't just the physical product you're buying, it's the promised outcome. When you buy a $5 iced coffee instead of just making one at home for 50 cents, the value proposition isn't just the caffeine. It's the convenience. It's that cool aesthetic cup. It's the status of the brand. Or consider target audience. Marketers don't just sell to everyone. They sell to very specific groups of people with specific desires. When you understand these terms, you suddenly get this sort of decoder ring. You stop seeing just a cool graphic on a t-shirt, and you start seeing the strategic, calculated choices made by a marketer to appeal directly to your age group, your interests, and your budget. Because basically, there are two paths you can take through this landscape. On one hand, knowing the fundamentals of marketing gives you a reliable map. It empowers you to literally see the mechanics working behind the screen. But on the flip side, lacking those fundamentals, well, that just leaves you wandering aimlessly through the marketplace as a totally passive consumer. And when you wander aimlessly, you are highly susceptible to persuasive tricks, mostly because you don't recognize them as strategies. You just accept them as reality. Take artificial scarcity, for example. Have you ever been shopping online and seen a little countdown timer saying, "Sale ends in 10 minutes"? Or maybe a red text alert claiming, "Only 2 items left in stock." If you're wandering aimlessly, that triggers a panic response, and you buy immediately. But when you are equipped with the fundamentals, you recognize that for what it is, a manufactured psychological trigger designed to force a quick decision. You regain your agency. You get to step back and decide when a brand is genuinely offering you value and when they're just trying to manipulate your spending habits. Okay, Section 3, navigating the student audience, finding the right path through the woods. So by following this really clear 3-step path, you can successfully navigate the terrain of pretty much any target audience. Step 1 is learning those core fundamentals we just talked about. Step 2 asks you to take a step back and actually observe marketing in action. Start looking critically at the ads that pop up on your feed. Ask yourself, why did the algorithm show me that specific ad? What exact emotion, fear of missing out, excitement, maybe nostalgia, are they trying to trigger? But step 3, well, that's where the real magic happens. Apply the compass. This isn't just about playing defense, it's about going on the offense. You can apply these exact same fundamentals right in your own life. Let's say you're organizing a charity bake sale at school. Instead of just putting a plate of plain brownies on a table with a sign that says $1, you apply brand positioning. You package 3 brownies in a nice box, call it the Finals Week Survival Pack, and sell it for $5, explicitly stating that all proceeds go to a local animal shelter. Boom. Suddenly, you aren't just selling a baked good, you are selling a premium solution to a student's stress, tied to a really good cause. The rules of engagement are exactly the same, whether you're a global corporation or just a student trying to boost a school club. And that brings us to Section 4, Reaching Your True North, Becoming a Savvy Creator. Because when you really internalize these concepts, an incredible transformation takes place. You fundamentally shift from being a mere consumer, someone who just passively absorbs content and spends money, into a highly capable, forward-thinking future creator. You begin to master what we call the architecture of ideas. The architecture of ideas is essentially the ability to take a complex thought, break it down into its most appealing parts, and structure it in a way that effortlessly leads your listener to a very specific conclusion. You learn how to capture attention in a noisy room, how to communicate your value clearly, and how to persuade an audience to actually take action. These aren't just business tactics, guys. They are absolutely vital life skills and the core building blocks of effective communication. Whether you're pitching a project in a classroom, interviewing for your very first job, or trying to start a movement in your community, the ability to build and deliver a compelling message is going to be your ultimate advantage. To wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a final thought, and honestly, kind of a challenge. The next time you encounter a brand online, or you see a promotional poster in your school hallway, or you get targeted by a sponsored video from your absolute favorite creator, how are you going to use your new marketing compass to navigate it? Are you just going to scroll past blindly and let the algorithm dictate your desires? Or will you pause, decode the message, and recognize the brilliant invisible strategy at play? The marketplace wilderness is out there waiting for you, but now you have the map. Keep observing, keep questioning, and start charting your own path.